I like can't talk all of a sudden. Oh, I hope that's not a precursor for the rest of the day. Anyway, so I think you guys are vlogging up because I left you in the car again. So where I left off was the good news about child support. I checked it this morning. You can see that the thing has been applied, and it will. There we go. It'll be sent out today. Today, no, Tesla, is such a rough day already because my body has gotten used to eating better, and when I get up, I eat, and then I wait a few hours, and I've been trying to push it, and I know it's probably not good. I should probably have a snack before breakfast. A snack after breakfast before lunch, because like I'll eat at 6 o'clock. Then I am having so much trouble waiting till lunchtime, which would be, you know, in my book, noon. And I think I'm pushing it too long, so I start getting really weak and the headaches start to get really bad. So I need to incorporate that, and yesterday I had to really watch what I ate and what have you. And so today I have no real food on my diet. And my belly is making the weirdest bubbly noise, and some of it hurts. Not like that. Quit eating my chair. It feels like there are bubbles going up through my ribs, which is really weird, and I've had that happen ever since I had my hysterectomy. So, my colonoscopy is tomorrow. Not really 100% thrilled, but I feel okay. Really thirsty right now. All I've had is coffee this morning, which I could have, and it says I can have broths. So if you go by the internet or you go by what your doctor says, no red and no purple by the doctor. The internet says red, purple, blue, or orange, but everything says red and purple. Or a couple sites that added the orange or added the blue, which doesn't bother me, except for the only type of Jell-O I eat is strawberry, and I did not make any, so I can't really complain, but I didn't think to look for clear. So sometimes you can get the ones that are more catered to kids where there's no dye in it. But better safe than sorry. I don't want to screw up this test. At 4 p.m., I'm worried about that part of it because I don't know that I can stomach it. I can't even eat yogurt because of the texture, and I am so sensitive to stuff, and I will end up with a migraine. It does contain the flavor packet contains fake sugar. So it's going to be really hard for me. And I thought about taking some, like a cup of it, and I want to throw up already. And putting it in the freezer and seeing if I can stomach it that way. The colder the better is what I've been recommended. Anyway, so I eventually have to go get Max from school. And I'm working on the Afghan, catching up on YouTube, because I was gone pretty much all day, if not on the phone, because I spent the morning playing tag with the child support guy, trying to get a hold of customer service, which that wait is a minimum of, I think, 33 minutes is the shortest amount of time I've ever been on the phones. So I went from the phone to leaving to picking up Joni. We ended up, the dog, she ended up with this random dog, doesn't belong to her, found the owners, they decided to relinquish their rights. We took it in because she's already got 4 big dogs. Tesla, stop. And so she didn't need another one. That, he sheds really bad. I swear if he farted, half of his hair would be gone. Oh, so she was like, take this cover. So you put it on the back of the headrest on the back of the driver and passenger, and then the other ones. And it's so it won't collect hair. You can pull it off. It smelled like a perm. Both of us were going to be sick. And then the dog smelled like perfume. It was a bad combination, and it was awful. So I put it in the trunk, and you could still kind of smell it. And then I moved it to a garbage bag. I was like, oh, it's going to be one of those days. And so, yeah. I don't think I ate, no, because yesterday I could still eat food. I was like, but I did have corned beef and hash for dinner, so that might be the only place I screwed up. My hand has been bad today. I went to go zip up my jacket, and grabbing and pulling to the other side was enough to kill my hand. So yeah, fun stuff. I'm gonna go back to watching TV. I'm gonna make Lex do it. She can wash dishes when she gets home. I think I'm gonna stay because we live in 2 different towns. I'm gonna go stay at their house and watch Max and take my crocheting and go from there. I feel like total and utter poop right now. I told Lex, who just came in for lunch, she was like, I don't know what to eat. I was like, shut up. I was like, I don't want to hear you. So all I've had is applesauce and a bunch of water and coffee. I just feel really icky, and the migraine is really bad. I'm like trying not to throw you guys, but it's eventually gonna happen. Well, the one thing I said, it happened. Anyway, so I am headed to go get Max. I want my migraine to go away. That would be so great right now. So I'm just going to flood my body with fluid. Maybe when I get home, because I have to cook dinner still, I'll have some like chicken broth and see if that'll kind of help somewhat. And I'm kind of glad that I'll have Max, because that will keep my mind off of things. And I am going to try to stay at their house. I will probably, unfortunately, start my liquid later than I need to, but I'm just happy for the distraction. Cat soda doesn't even sound good right now. After I took that 7-day cleanse where I wasn't drinking soda, none of it sounds good anymore. Oh, that actually made my stomach feel a little better. And Joni offered, she's like, I got cans of broth. She's like, I can bring them to you. And I was like, remember I got dry broth? And she's like, oh yeah. She goes, it'll be fine. I was like, it's not the not eating thing that's got me. It's straight up the I'm not gonna wake up. And it's a real fear, and it's a valid fear. Every time I have these surgeries, it's bad. I think I remember one where it was a peaceful me coming out of it, and I wasn't violently ill or tripping because I thought I saw my mother. or I was shopping with a friend of mine and wondering where I was. And the fear is real. It's scary every time you have anything done, but I mean, realistically, if something's gonna happen, I'm in the right place. It's just, it's hard to get that in your head when you're freaking out. And I want to start, and maybe I'll do that while I'm gonna let Max play. He is like so, and it's cute, he is so into Fortnite. I forgot to tell Ashley the other day, I sat with her through lunch, and he was playing, and I guess he just goes, yeah, bruh. And he was doing that when we got home, and he was watching Xander play, and he's like, yeah, get him, bruh, get him. I was like, oh my god, seriously, that has to be the cutest. And then yesterday, I had to help Joni with the dog issue, and so I left her at the shelter, went back, grabbed him, and then we had some running around to do because her niece is having a baby. The baby shower's this weekend. Like, it came up on us quick. I was like, that means she's doing a month. Like, scary. And then her daughter is having a baby, but not until July, I believe, or I think it's July, like the first week of July. And we sat down late last night, going over what needed to be done for the shower and stuff, and I was like, okay, this seems like really early to do it. And I was like, oh no, it's not. Like, I think she's 28 weeks right now. That's like over halfway done. It's not like, it is. And it's just like, Joni and I were talking the other day, it's so weird, like, with her daughter, and she says for her, it's her niece, like, these are babies, like, and I've known her daughter since they were 6, like, I still see this little girl. I don't see a soon-to-be mother, but I felt that way about my little cousins, Katie, Megan, and Sarah. Like, Katie was the first to have a baby, and then Sarah had one, and she's the youngest of the 3, and I'm like, no, my baby cousin is not having a baby. And I'm sure that's how everyone felt when I got pregnant, you know, and I'm sure I'm going to feel that way in like 20 years, because Lex has to wait that long until, you know, I'm going to feel that way when she has a baby. Like, my baby's gonna have a baby, and it's just, it's an awe experience. It's weird to me to think that these kids aren't babies. These aren't little kids anymore. These are kids who have graduated high school. Though I do not want to have a baby. I like that, you know, vicariously through others. Baby time. Because that's definitely something I don't think physically, well, physically I can't, because, you know, I'm missing parts, but I don't think, oh, my back is really bad. Max yesterday wanted to see something, and I had to lift him up, and between that and my hand, I was like, do you see it? It's right there. Oh, anyway, so we pick up Joni, and she's telling me what happened, and then she looks back, and he's like lifting his eyebrows, and she just lost it and started giggling, and every time she looked at him, he'd do the eyebrows again. The kid is hilarious. And when I went to drop him off, not yesterday, but the day before, with Dad, I hollered up to make sure Dad was there, because I'm not just going to drop off a kid and run. And so I went, and Sophia was sitting on the couch, and she's just so adorable. She hops off the couch, runs over, and gives me a hug. You're a weird kid.
No, you.
Oh, I'm a weird kid? No, I'm like 100 years old. I'm way old. Too old to be a kid. You're weird.